What's up, guys? It's Sam here, back at you again. And I wanted to talk more about the Instagram story ads that I've been running. But before I do that, let me give you a little bit of context. So, back at the very end of October in 2018, I decided that over the next 72 weeks, that's an arbitrary number, but there's some meaning behind that I was going to create $100 a day online because my minimum burn rate is substantially less than $3,000 a month. So, creating $100 a day online would allow me to have a completely location independent source of income, which that way I can travel the world and be wherever I want to be as long as there is internet. Excuse me. And that includes like geo arbitrage and both domestically here in the United States, but also, abroad. Now, it has been a number of months, right? So November, so about 4 months or so, roughly. And last month, I made 29 cents per day on average. So long ways away from $100 a day. However, it is progress, and that was at the end of October. So that was roughly, 4 months in. The total amount that I made so far from as of the end of October was about $45. About $46 online, and so there's a little bit each and every month with progress. Now, the month of March, these sources are Amazon, YouTube, referrals from Robinhood, which link will be down below. I'm trading options, so I have the referral link as well as the actual trading of the options. And then I also had a company send me a free product for $37. So if I don't include the product value and I just include what is the trading amount, which I make from the options, and the other sources, the average this month is $2.24 currently as of the 18th of March. So $54 of that is from trading, so that can change. But the referral from Robinhood, the YouTube, and the Amazon will all more than likely continue to grow. So, the trading options trading, I could have a day where it's down substantially. Okay. Now, with that being said, I'm using that to learn how to run Facebook ads for Instagram stories. Because last month, right, it was 29 cents per day on average that I made. So if I'm spending about $1 per day on ads, then it's only 70 cents that I actually have to pay out of my pocket. So it reduces the cost or subsidizes the cost of that drastically. Now, with that being said, I did do a split test over this past 3 days where I was spending $2.50, that was the max, per ad, and I changed up the call to action. So one had a call to action on it, one did not, just to see what the difference was, and that's what I wanted to talk about today. It is only to men. It was not converting to women at all, so it's only to men. It's spent about $20 so far, and the results of this are, let me pull this up. The results of this are is that between the, by the way, if you want to watch that first video of me splitting up those Instagram story ads, it will be on YouTube or potentially on Facebook. By the way, don't forget to press that thumbs up button. So over the past 3 days, roughly, I think I have about 483 reach on this second ad. That's the one that has the actual tagline on it, where the other one still has the swipe up, but there's no tagline. And literally the line is, I'm not selling shit, or something along those lines. The other one has a bigger reach, 631, but the total number of clicks for both is 18. So they both had 18 clicks. One had about 500, and the other one had about 650. So 483 and 631, which brings the cost per click to 65 cents versus 51 cents. So when you actually do the math on that, let's see, 0.51 divided by 0.65 minus 1 is 21%. So there's a 21% reduction in the cost per click. Also, I'm just driving them back to my profile on Instagram. So if you get into, let me see where I put this. So I started tracking the results of this so that I could see how it progresses. The total number of followers as of 3/9, so today's 3/18, was 4267. The total number of followers as of today is 4287. So I've had about 20 additional followers from this, which is out of that 36, right? You know, only some of them are converting to actual likes on my page. But I feel as though the engagement, which is, let's take a look here. Well, we can get into that into a different one. But the total number of profile visits, meaning the total number of people who actually went through and looked at my profile, has increased. Let's see here. Total number. Oh, I didn't put it in here, I don't think. 241 versus 266, and that's on the last 7 days. So that's increased. I wouldn't say that's necessarily from the ads. Now I'm doing I'm currently doing another test because it took me a while to find one that actually slightly converted, right? This is probably the 7th or 8th ad I've done so far, with the first batch of them all being pictures, and whether it was the pictures were just crappy or they just didn't convert because I didn't know what the hell I was doing, but they weren't doing well. Then I put this video up with 14 seconds or so long, and that started to get some traction with people actually engaging in it. So I don't know if I just didn't know what I was doing with the pictures, but the video seems to be working better. I will get more data as I progress. So if you want to follow along, make sure you subscribe if you're on YouTube, or go over and like the page on Facebook and subscribe to the channel. There's a actual channel you can subscribe to, I believe, or just press like on the Facebook page to see future videos. So with that being said, I'm going to see if I can drop that cost per click below 51 cents by testing some more things out. So I'm going to be running both of these simultaneously. There's potential where they could have overlap. However, so what that means, right? So if you want to really, for the highest level of statistical validity, run these to like the same population group, but don't have any overlap, because then that kind of muddies the water. So in order to do that with Facebook, the minimum ad spend you have is $5 per day, which is $250 and $250 per ad to test them, to split test them against each other. However, I don't want to spend $5 per day. Remember, if this holds up with my trading for the options, it's only $2 per day that I'm making. So I would prefer to have whatever I'm making online cover the cost of these ads so that I can learn. So I'm actually running them simultaneously, meaning the group of people they're going to reach could see this ad. They could see this ad twice, but it is what it is. So I don't think it's going to muddy it too much, especially because I'm not too concerned about that. So I'm keeping the same one with the tagline that had the 21% lower conversion cost. I'm keeping that the same, and what I decided to do. So I'm going to just give you a quick synopsis of what that one is, then give you what I'm updating it to see about the results. But one of the little things that I did notice is, so the reach the reach on this ad was about 120 per day at $1. But when you go through and you actually punch in India as the country India, and it doesn't really matter to me where this is. Okay, so it's not pulling up at the second. I'm not sure why, but when I pulled it up earlier today, a lot of other countries around the world actually have better reach for that cost, like $1. Let's say it's 120, it might have been 230 or something like that for India, or I checked Germany and France and a few other countries as well, in the UK, and they all had higher reach. If the conversion was still the same, then that would be a more cost-effective way, right? But that will be another test that I will do in the future, because it doesn't necessarily have to be just people in the United States. The cost here is going to be probably more than a lot of other countries, just because this is where Facebook started and people are most familiar with running ads here. So I would expect, because it's a marketplace, right, that more people more people on it are going to drive the costs up as they realize how good they are. Okay, so what I currently have is just the United States, just men, 18 plus, all age groups plus 18. Now, detailed targeting I have as interests, workout, and interest physical fitness. And that was the one that's converting at 51 cents per click. Now, the updated one, I've added some more detailed targeting in. Everything else is the same. Still the United States, still 18 plus for men. Speaking English, that's for both of them. It's both the UK English and the US English. And I've added in some other ones. So the first group, remember, has workout and physical fitness. This one that I'm updating right now, and that I just did and published, has gym as interest, has gym junkies, lifting, Olympic lifting, power lifting, and weightlifting and workout. So, and physical fitness. So it has the two from the first group plus about 5 or 6 more. And then also, I put in, there's a section where you can put in, and must also match at least one of the following categories. So if they like any of those things that I just mentioned, and like bodybuilding and fitness and bodybuilding, then I'm going to test this out to see if this helps with the cost of the conversion. Because if it's more of a narrow targeting group on this one, so we will see how that performs going forward. Everything else is going to be the same. And because I went from $2.50 per day per ad, I'm only going to be doing $1 per day per ad. I might run this longer than 3 days and see how the results are playing out, unless in like 2 days or so, or in the relatively near future, I see that one is performing significantly better than the other. But it could just be a coincidence. That's why I would like to have a bigger pile of data to take a look at it and see what it looks like. Appreciate you guys watching. If you have any questions, let me know down below in the comments. Also, if you have any experience running Facebook ads to drive likes on a Facebook page, Facebook also has a YouTube monetization type style for their videos. And you need 10,000 likes on your page, and you need 30,000 minutes watched of content, with content being 3 minutes or longer for the videos. So that is probably going to be the next thing that I transition into in terms of driving traffic to my Facebook page, to drive up the likes, so that I can add Facebook to the monetization for the Amazon, YouTube, Robinhood affiliate links, and Robinhood trading, and then add on Facebook. So that I'll have 5 different streams. Even if they are small, I can continue to grow those over time. Anyways, I appreciate you guys. If you have any questions, let me know down below in the comments. If you're on Facebook, make sure you press that subscribe button. Also, if you want to support the channel, there's links for Amazon around. So don't buy anything you don't need, but if you do want to support the channel, and you do have something to purchase at Amazon, I would appreciate it. Click that link. Peace out.